Hello to my Virgos. All right, Virgos, let's get right into your reading. Virgos, this is a general reading, so take only what resonates with you. This reading is timeless. So take only what resonates with you. You, and you, Virgos. Let's do it. Let's get into it. Let's see what's in your reading. Talking to you wherever Virgo is in your birth chart, including if Virgo is your North Node and 10th house. North Node, your IC, which is the South Node, represents home, ancestry, private space, whereas the Midheaven MC or North Node represents our vocation, ambitions, and highest aspirations. So this reading is for your entire, wherever Virgo falls in your birth chart: Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Uranus, Saturn, first house, 10th house, 11th house, 12th house, 3rd, 4th, 5th, whatever, right? So I'm going to give you some career ideas for when Virgo is your North Node as well. So speaking to all placements in your birth chart: love, family, everything. So it's not confusing. All right, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Start packing. Your new dream home is loading. So start packing. Your new dream home is loading. Talking to you wherever Virgo is in your birth chart. Let's go. All right. Let's pull an angel number for you. Let's pull an angel number for you all. But somebody is moving into their dream home. So congratulations to you all. Congratulations, Virgos. Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. Wherever Virgo is in your birth chart. So it's not by coincidence. And if you're a cross watcher watching this, and like I said, I will give you some ideas for career choices for when Virgo is your North Node, in addition to your regular tarot reading. So let's get into it. 611, communicate. Speak your heart. Say what you need to say. Your angels are encouraging you to communicate your wants, needs, and thoughts to the people around you who love you. Think of a change that could make a relationship and your life stronger. Tell the person you love about it in a way that they can hear. Number 6 and Major Arcana connects us to lovers, a partnership in business, partnership in love, also decision. So make a decision to initiate conversation. 1 connects us with the Magician. So you're initiating a conversation, being creative and very logical in your structure of it, and then also removing all confusion and being disorganized in your thinking. Like I said before, just like you would be meticulous when you're trying to start packing for a new home, so it'd be just that same level of being meticulous when it comes to communicating, initiating conversation with loved ones. Speak your heart. Your head and heart don't have to be at war with each other when you're speaking, when you're talking about unity, love and unity, right? We're talking about operating from the crown chakra. Let's get into it. Let's get right into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. So start packing. Your new dream home is loading. New dream home is loading. Again, talking to you wherever Virgo is in your birth chart. Let's go. All right, Virgos. Alrighty. Yeah, somebody could feel like his 4 of Cups here. Somebody feels depressed over something. Their child or grandchild, maybe. So 4 of Cups, the Empress card, the Devil card, the Fool card, the Star card, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then High Priestess. Yeah, so the Empress card, I see your abundance and your prosperity is growing, but again, the Devil is in the details. Devil is in the details. So something that somebody needs to communicate. The Devil is in the details, right? Either to a Capricorn or about a Capricorn, something having to do, like I said, you found your star, here's a North Node. Somebody could be in their North Node, and sources saying you can do it. Grab yourself a piece of amethyst and start thinking unity. Start thinking unity, okay? Because your light High Priestess, your intuition, light High Priestess. You've already gone through some dark periods. Now it's time to step into the light. All right. All right. Yeah, somebody is feeling depressed. I don't know if it's you, it's a rejecting depression onto somebody or something. Somebody feels like somebody's not talking to somebody. Something is going on, but Source is breaking people out of these karmic cycles of unresolved, this going on in their spirit. And so let's see what's going to motivate you to speak up about something. Let's see what's going to motivate somebody. Give me some information, Spirit, what is going to motivate somebody. Because somebody feels like their back is against the wall. Somebody feels depressed. I don't know who feels depressed. I don't know if it's you or somebody, I hope. But somebody feels under a lot of pressure to create something for themselves. Somebody feels like they're under a lot of pressure to create something. So, his Saturn, it could be a Capricorn, it could be an Aquarius. Both of them are ruled by Saturn. Saturn is a, we're talking about some kind of tradition going on here, family tradition. This is the outermost planet. These two planets right here, this is Uranus and this is Saturn, are outermost planets. They're generational planets. So somebody could see somebody is depressed, feeling like they're trying to create something that's not working out. And Source is saying, start packing, your new dream home is loading. And again, prayer is going to, like I said, you see the Devil card, you're going above fear, doubt, uncertainty, and going straight to the Creator, Source. Going straight to the Creator, Source, right? Light High Priestess energy. You and somebody are Light High Priestess energy. It's like you and somebody actually share, you know, emotions about something. When people are kind of sort of pressured and feel like their back is against the wall to create something. I don't know who I'm talking to. And they got people watching them 24/7, watchdogs around. Yeah, so somebody, like I said before, maybe need to have a conversation or communicate and speak your heart. Say what you need to say. Your angels are encouraging you to communicate. And so what's motivating you is depression and also money. Some kind of depression around money. And people watching people, you know, like watchdogs. Got cameras everywhere watching everything. And somebody feels like their back is against the wall. Yeah, to make money. So the Source is saying money is coming across your path because you have something very valuable. So something about a Taurus, something about a Taurus is involved. Somebody could be being bullied or something. Something about a Capricorn is involved in something. And also Virgo being involved in somebody watching something 24/7. So when it comes to legacy, because we're seeing here, when it comes to legacy, somebody's ancestors are basically saying there's gray area when it comes to legacy. So one person's legacy may be one thing, another person's legacy could be something, but Sources using you being ruled by Mercury to communicate something, like get into your speaking out first. That's what Source is trying to tell somebody. Like, you pick up the phone, you call somebody, you don't just sit there. So listening to people talk about people behind their back and what they do behind closed doors. It's something where Source is trying to add to your wealth. So Source needs you to pick up a phone and call somebody. I don't know who just said call, but Source said continue, speak your heart, because there's a new home that's trying to load for you. Yeah. Somebody is doing an injustice to themselves while somebody else is being sacrificed. And a lot of sacrifices have already been made. So somebody is dealing with two vain, vengeful, and green with envy spirits that's doing an injustice to some people, and somebody is not speaking up. But everything is already coming out. I'm telling you, everything's going to come out. So, you know what's interesting when I look at the cards, Virgo, is like sometimes people don't speak up until after everybody else spoke up. Don't nobody want to hear that. Like after everybody else spoke up, now all of a sudden everybody got a voice. So it's just saying to you, you could feel like your back is against the wall because you could feel like you're being watched and money is at stake or money is their value here. But Source is saying, but if everybody else is speaking up before you because something has already been taken care of and you speaking up later, last, oh, well, I thought this person was going to say, and Source is clearly saying to you to communicate and speak your heart, you're going to be the one that's getting a new home, dream home first. That's already loading. So, I don't know. But something is being done behind people's backs. Something is being done behind people's backs. People are creating stuff behind people's backs, and people are just sitting there not saying anything. So that can even be people just creating just chaos and confusion And if you're aware of it, that's not really gossiping. If you're saying, well, wait a minute, people got these people watching them 24/7, all for money, to get money out of something, and you got two Taurus who's involved in something. That's what it's the justice. That's the other side of justice card. You got two Taurus, an organization that belongs to some kind of an organization who's sacrificing people, like I said, and splitting people up, and somebody has psychic abilities. But guess what? You're already you and somebody are high priestess, light high priestess, and they already know. They already know. The judicial system is already involved. I feel like somebody is like waiting for something to happen and say, well, okay, I was wondering, I was praying, I was hoping that somebody would figure something. It's already been figured out and stuff is already being done. That's what Source is trying to tell somebody is like, yeah, there's Tower right there. There's a Tower card right there. You're divinely protected. People already know what's going on. Somebody jumped to some conclusions about something. All hell broke loose. And people just sitting there like zombies. For real. Sitting there just watching people getting depressed and drained. So, I don't know if this is on somebody, this is going to be on somebody's job or whatever, but Source, there's not that much money in the world. Yep, here's a devil card. Yep. Somebody's sitting there watching two people who are in devil energy, for real. Somebody's operating and seeing people terrified and scared. I don't know if this is where this is, but the Source is saying you have something very valuable. Something that you have is very, very valuable. And I tell you, when people speak up after the fact, nobody really wants to hear that. Y'all know how it goes. Look at on social media. Everybody come forward afterwards. And I won't say of any particular thing that came to mind in terms of like people reporting stuff after the fact. Those people don't get one dime. All they get to do is tell their story on social media. But the person who's speaking up first, Source is saying to you, that's a different story. So somebody is kind of just trying to move on from, somebody is trying to take some kind of a cue and move on from shady energies so that you can just get to dry land. You're trying to make a transition. So you and other people are like high priestess energies. People are picking up on all kinds of stuff. People have already gone down a rabbit hole, bought into a fairy tale. They end up being a nightmare. Some people don't get a chance to wake up until later. You know what I'm saying? Like some people don't get a chance to wake up until later. They have to continue living a nightmare on loop. You know what I'm saying? It's equivalent to, let's say, for instance, you I don't even want to say it's equivalent to this. Let's say you are let's say you married somebody and their behavior is, there's such a bullying spirit when it comes to money, and you know this, their energy is a bullying spirit. Let's say if it was your granddaughter, grandson, and it was your kids that were the bullies, your kids. If you, let's say you're the grandparent and you know that who's gonna sit there and not say something when it's your family? I don't know. Maybe some people family are like that. Who won't just sit there? Yeah, so that's what I'm saying here in the cards. Like it's like people are seeing injustices being done and nobody's even speaking up, and then wondering how come. I'm gonna jump on a class action lawsuit. Like you won't be able to jump on anything. But Source is trying to tell you to start packing your new dream home is loading because, and again, I'm talking to you wherever Virgo is in your birth chart. It doesn't even necessarily have to be your sun sign. Doesn't even have to be your sun sign. It can be your North Node, because you could be in your North Node already. For real. You can be in your North Node. You can be seeing things. You could literally be light high priestess. And I'm talking about men and women, where people are demonizing your gifts, but you don't care about that because you're in your North Node. But you could be seeing people who are depressed, feeling like their back is against the wall because they're trying to create, but they're being watched by watchdogs trying to bring in money, and they bought into some kind of a fairy tale that ended up being a nightmare after somebody moved on. Quietly just moved on when people were talking about them behind their back. So Source is saying to you, yeah, y'all see enough stuff on social media where the first person who speaks up is the one who actually benefits from it. They have to put themselves out on the line, but they benefit from it. So Source is trying to tell you It's the ones that just sit back and just wait. So Source is saying you're divinely protected. You have nothing to worry about because somebody is bringing attention to something. So I don't know what you're bringing attention to, but start packing your new dream home is loading. So let's us see here. Let us see here. So let's say, for instance, your North Node is in Virgo. Let's say your North Node is in Virgo. Let's say you're the one that's, you know people are depressed. You know stuff is being done behind people's back. And you say, look, forget all of that. I'm speaking up. I don't care what people say. I don't care how much money is involved. I don't care who's watching and who's listening. I'm just going to go ahead. I need something to do. I need to do this. So a Virgo North Node suggests a life path focused on service, organization, precision, and practicality. People with this placement are meant to move away from the chaos, idealism, and escapism of their Pisces South Node and embrace responsibility, structure, and analytical thinking. We're not talking about any Pisces that you know. Pisces would be your South Node if your North Node is Virgo. You could have Pisces in your birth chart. Pisces is the I believe sign. You all are the I analyze sign. And so you're bringing physical structure analytically, just moving away from all the chaos, confusion, and distractions. I'm telling you, somebody is already divinely protected. That's why it's such an upheaval going on, because you're protected. You're protected. That's why people who are operating in North Node can already see it. So the best career paths for Virgo's North Node, if Virgo is your North Node, and I'm talking to my cross watchers who may have a Virgo North Node, in healthcare and healing professions would be doctor, nurse, medical researcher, nutritionist, dietitian, therapist, psychologist, physical therapist, holistic healer. If it's in the field of analytical and organizational careers, it would be data analyst, researcher, editor, proofreader, quality control specialist, project manager, business consultant in an area of service-oriented professions, teacher, academic advisor, social worker, nonprofit organizer, customer service representative, human resource specialist in the field of technical and skilled trades, engineer, architect, IT specialist, programmer, mechanic, technician in the field of writing and communication, careers, technical writer, journalist, copy editor, publisher, public relations specialist, in the area of wellness and holistic practices, yoga instructor, personal trainer, herbalist, acupuncturist, life coach, spiritual advisor with a practical approach. The key thing, if your North Node is in Virgo, is structure and routine, service to others, continuous learning, and problem solving, right? So hopefully that's helpful to somebody who may have a Virgo North Node, but Pisces would be your South Node, right? Pisces would be your South Node. That's where you're coming from, a person who was just going from dreamer to actually putting a plan together and actually operating in your North Node. Coming out of dream state. I'm a psychic. I know this. I know that. Okay, that's great. Let's add structure to it. Okay? So yeah, and part of adding structure to it is communication, a form of communication where it doesn't involve just being in hermit mode and just being in receiving. It's meaning speaking up and talking. That's part of it. Not after the fact. Oh, I knew this and I thought this. So yeah. So it's trying to get somebody to stay focused. You're not running away from anything. You're just trying to stay focused. And Source is saying one of the indicators, key here, is when people argue with you about stuff, you don't even know what they're arguing about. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like, because it's the mind games that people are playing on them about you to separate them from you. So that would be like all of a sudden your grandkids arguing with you and you just like, hold on, how did we end up on Nightmare on Elm Street? I love you, and you're standing here being disrespectful. You're talking to me a certain kind of way. So it's just like, okay, you knew something else was going on, but you didn't ask. You just sat there in receiving mode. And so it's like, no, that is when you say, hold on. Okay, is there something else going on here that you're not telling me? That's when you give somebody an opportunity to tell you what's going on. Well, somebody says such and such. Okay, let's push them to the side for a second. Let's go straight in. Who said what? So that's what Source is trying to tell you, is that to recognize how people are communicating with you, that something is going on behind their back. That's what source is trying to tell somebody. It's like somebody's been trying to tell you something is going on behind their back, and that's the way they communicated with you, through arguing with you. They want you to ask them who else is there. Hand the phone to them. They got something to say it to them directly, right? Let's handle it in love. Let's operate it in a spirit of agape love. That's what source is saying. Be more assertive. That's what source is trying to help somebody to learn how to do. It's like, don't just sit there in receiving mode, trying to read between the lines. So start packing. Your new dream home is loading. So somebody spoke up first. There's some roots run real deep in when people are cutting people's money out. So that's what the cards are saying here. So let's go ahead and close this out. But yeah, hopefully those career, vocation, ambitions, and highest aspirations, that's your North Node, has been helpful to somebody. Somebody could already be operating in their North Node and just didn't even know it. Yeah, nothing is yet set in stone. Something is, like I said, source is trying to teach somebody to go along, learn how to be mutable with source, your creator. Somebody's a prayer warrior. Somebody is a prayer warrior. And that's what source says. Source, give me the strength to speak up. Like, for real, communicate, speak your heart. Somebody has spent enough time around people to know how people have been playing a role in causing people's depression to get worse. Speak up. So yeah, that's what somebody is doing. That's what somebody is doing. It's like somebody is tired of seeing some kind of injustice going on around you, and somebody is coming away. I don't know if it's you or somebody's looking at you as being depressed, and they're like, okay, enough is enough. I don't want to see Virgo like this. I'm going to speak up first. I don't care what somebody says. So somebody could be looking at you like that. So, but individuality. Every person has their own personalized study plan in this earth school. So yeah, something is not set in stone yet, but that's what source is trying to tell you. It's either you or somebody around you who may not be in their North Node, and they could be really, struggling to speak their heart, and they may need your meticulous, nature to help them kind of sort of form the words, and saying what they need to say. So whoever it is, yeah, source is saying something about there could be two energies that are, like I said, source says start packing. Your new dream home is loading. So I don't know who that's for, but congratulations to you. Congratulations to you. Let me see something else. Yeah, nothing is yet set in stone, but somebody is moving. Somebody is moving to their dream home. So all I'm saying is congratulations to whoever, because I feel like whoever actually initiates the conversation. This is just the Tower card. Not jump to conclusions or make some kind of impulsive action. That's what prayer is for. So it's just saying whoever initiates the conversation after prayer and meditation is going to be packing for their new home. So that could be wherever Virgo is in your birth chart. You can be a cross watcher just coming up thinking that you're going into listening to what's going on with an ex's life. And source is like, no, I'm actually talking to you. It's not by coincidence that you're listening, right? And you could have been the one that initiated something on your job, for instance. Like, say you are working in one of these careers on your job, and you initiated a conversation that's going to take you to the next level. That's how it feels in North Node. That's how it, feels in North Node. Let's say your job is a social worker or a customer service representative or human resource specialist or IT specialist or engineer or mechanic or copy editor or, data analyst or doctor, nurse, medical researcher, nutritionist. Maybe you spoke up on your job where sources like, okay, you could have been terrified and you spoke up on your job and said something because you've been around long. This right here, you've invested enough time to see, okay, these people are causing depression in the workplace, and you go straight to HR and whatever your job is and say, you know what, I want to file some kind of a grievance. That right there, source is saying could get somebody promoted. But again, source is saying you're learning how to speak your heart. You're learning how to communicate and speak your heart. So yeah, and write a gratitude list. So somebody could already be operating in North Node energy. If your Virgo is North Node, you could be on one of those jobs already. And I'm telling you, you could have come to this video thinking, well, let me hear about whether my ex is going to come back or if this is happening. So it's like, no. It's not by coincidence that you're watching the video, because yeah, you came here to get something resonated with somebody. But so it's like, I may need you to speak up at work or whatever field you're in. I need you to speak up. I need you to communicate, speak your heart about something. So look to the stars. Yeah, Source is trying to get you to learn how to speak your heart. So it can even be in a space where, like I said, somebody could have what is this? 10. You could be around a group of energies. You could be around a group of energies where you're just seeing the morale just go down, 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 down. In other words, what Source is trying to bring out of you, Virgo, is the leader in you, to put you in light emperor energy. So somebody could be around some energies where it's dark emperor energy, where it's disorganized, stern, and inflexible. Another way is their way or the highway. And Source puts you smack dab in the middle of something. Just say, no, we're talking about unity. This is color right here, this violet, this color purple. It speaks of just being unified. It's something that you have insight into, in terms of just being unified. Like, okay, let's shine a light on some stuff. There's some kind of injustice being done here, and so let's bring people together instead of dividing energy. So something is happening here, where you are somehow teaching people about how to stop demonizing other people. When you see some kind of an injustice being done, it's like somebody is in between two bullies. That's what this is. And some kind of an injustice is being done, and people are being torn apart, and it's just putting you smack in the middle of something. This could be at church. This could be at an organization where you're seeing something and somebody just sitting back and receiving mode. You could be new to an organization, whatever it is. And so I'm trying to put you in a leadership position. You've been talking about being promoted. You're talking about moving into your new home. I'm trying to put you in a leadership position. Take lead. Show your leadership skills. So that's what Source is trying to do for somebody. So yeah, communicate your heart. Raise the bar. There it is. Raise the bar. When you set higher standards for the people and situations in your life, you create space for new levels of joy and abundance. Rise above old patterns is what somebody's trying to do. A new chapter is loading for you. So when things seem to be falling apart, be aware that things may be coming together in new ways that suit the next phase of your life even better. I'm telling you, somebody is either already in North Node or trying to find out like what would be the perfect vocation for you, or trying to get to higher aspirations or something that you ambitious about. But trust your feelings. But you are unique. Your destiny is waiting for you to write your story and pave your own path. Follow your heart. Don't let others dictate who you should be. And no pressure. When you want more, don't push yourself or others to get more. Give more of your pure, genuine self, and life will immediately and effortlessly match it. And then spirit of life. Remember, you are never alone. The spirit of life is with you. The world takes care of you. Allow yourself to rest in this realization and feel the lightness in you. So in some capacity, Source is trying to promote you. I don't know who this is for, but Source is trying to promote you in some capacity. So yeah, so like I said, just like you would take initiative to start packing and start cleaning up and being meticulous about cleaning out drawers and all of the other stuff to get ready for your new home. So it's just like, it could literally apply to wherever Virgo is in your birth chart. That's what I'm doing readings for, wherever. I don't do just sun, moon, rising, Venus. Wherever Virgo is in your birth chart, including your North Node. If you're dealing with people who are operating in North Node, that's how some people get promoted on a job. And people are like, well, how in the world did they get promoted? Because they didn't just sit back and just receiving mode. They immediately took action and went into prayer and meditation and started visualizing this right here. Okay, so what are the steps to get there? Okay, I need you to do this, and this. Okay, all right, Source. I'm obedient to Source. It's better than sacrifice. So yeah, somebody is being demonized. Somebody's being demonized for their high priestess gifts. Closed doors. Start all over again. No good job opportunities. The current job is coming to an end. Something is coming to an end. That's what I was telling somebody. It's just like Source is really, really trying to inspire people to speak up. Source is trying to inspire people to speak up. of any injustices that's being done around you. His public face, right? So it's okay to be yourself, follow your heart, become who you want if to earn a reputation, right? So somebody can have a public face. You have many choices that lies ahead of you, but look at all your options, opportunities around you. When you are in a dilemma, all roads lead to Rome. Let's see, celebration. So plan for a joyful future. So it looks like Source is saying, so kick off the party activities and have a great time. So it looks like Source is saying the devil is in the details when it comes to two situations here. When it comes to the two situations here. That's why Source wants you to celebrate. There's two Taurus involved in something. That's bullying some energies. Or an organization that's involved in something. There's an Aries involved in something that, you know, jumped out there, took a leap of fear. And so something is closing out. Expression. So express your creative side. Open up your heart and connect with others. Open up your heart and connect with others. Keep trying to tell some Source is trying to promote people. Literally trying to promote people. So that's what I have for you. You know, this is the message that I have for you. Take only what resonates with you. But yeah, Source is trying to get somebody to communicate. When you're dealing with dark magician energy, you be the initiator. Like, hold on. I've sat back and I observed something. This is not how we're going to grow our abundance and prosperity. Okay? With people depressed, the more time they spend around, the more depressed they get, the more they feel like their back is against the wall. Like, this isn't working. I'm telling y'all, Source is trying to promote you in some way, shape, form, or fashion. That's getting ready to get. And I know money is not primary goal for you all, but Source is trying to promote you. So, trying to put somebody in a leadership position in some kind of an organization, and it's something that is not working. Being in a toxic environment where people feel like they putting in all of this time and effort, and it's not really reaping any rewards. Because people, you know, feel like they're being bullied. So today is a gift. Today is a gift. So start packing your new dream home loads. Speak up. That's what I have for you, Virgos. Hopefully this is helpful. And so hopefully those job titles are also helpful to you as well. All right? Bye.